yesterday being September 30th, that over at the Los Angeles courthouses in coverage of the trial for the doctor accused of killing Michael Jackson, two blocks of media vans were parked, one block from where Occupy Los Angeles will be taking place. The trial will be occurring over the next couple of weeks. It'll be interesting to see if media can cross the street. Things that I've noticed from the YouTube coverage of the people putting together stuff for themselves, especially like coming out of Occupy Wall Street, is statements that no individual group has tried to hijack this for themselves and their own agenda, which has been wonderful to see. And people realize that this crosses activist lines among organizations. It's not about socialism, it's not about communism, it's not about Republican Tea Party ethics and movements, but it all applies.
Right.
Everybody's agenda fits into this one bag.
Yeah, and that's not a problem. That's a good thing.
That's an epiphany.
Yeah. What you doing here today, man?
I'm just here to show solidarity with the masses in a group. You know, people get pissed off because they say we don't have a common ideal or one specific goal that we're going for, but that's not the point. The point is that there's more of us than there are of them. And the point is that we're willing to stand up for our rights, regardless of if I don't agree with who's standing next to me. I know I agree with them more than I agree with the people that we're against.
We're the 1% now.
All right. Seems like you guys are doing well this time of year.
We need a little more.
Yeah. Very cool. What do you think about all these protesters out here?
I'm glad they're here. What protesters?
The Invisible 99, right? Yeah.
Bank say get back! We say fight back! 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 Bank say get back! We say fight back!
Oh, yes. Right on.
100 years too late, but after 18 deaths, it was all over.
Well, my name is Brian.
Hey, Brian.
The IWW volunteer here in LA, and basically the reason that I'm here today is because this movement looks a lot like the way I would like to see people administer their own workplaces and neighborhoods. You know, democratic general assemblies.
Participatory democracy. Yeah.
Participatory democracy, absolute horizontalism, no parties, no nonsense about trying to take the state. It's really about people relating better, taking care of each other, taking responsibility for their lives and their communities and their workplaces, I think. That'll be great when that happens.
Corporations are in charge, which now that there's unlimited money that they can give to politicians, corporations, it's as if they were a state.
Right.
And
some more powerful than states, just in economic GDP terms, yeah.
Exactly. And I want to see us rise.
Right.
I want to see us rise to what we're capable of doing, and that's to get off the television, turn off the mainstream media, and act as if your ass hurts. Sorry to say that, but act as if your butt hurts to sit on it, and get up and take action.
Yeah, so I'm here. I'm doing a student film project, documentary on the movement, and my particular issues are the structuration of the political economy to benefit the top 1%, which owns 50% of the wealth. The next 10% own 90% of the wealth of the country. It's fundamentally inegalitarian, and during the economic crisis, the poor and working classes are asked to take on the entire burden. And so I'm here in solidarity with Occupy Wall Street to ask or demand a fundamental restructurization of the economic system. And as an anarchist, I'm also interested in the participatory democratic model by which such an organization as Occupy LA is able to mobilize, generate support, come up with platforms, and make decisions as a challenge to the idea of the necessity of hierarchy, in particular that which is structuring the corporate system as fundamentally natural and necessary.
Been
videos coming out of New York City, and I'm so excited to see a lot of young people. It's been a long time coming, and I'm out here to lend my support. I've been part of protests for most of my life, and I'm very worried about the whole economic system. I pay a huge mortgage. Most of that money goes to interest every month, and I just think it's crooked from top to bottom at this point. Children are told to go to college, and then by the time they graduate, they've got $30,000, $40,000 in loans, $60,000 in loans. No kid can go out there and get a decent paying job and be able to pay that debt back. It's just gotten crazy.
Yeah.
I'm thrilled that the young people are standing up. They know something's wrong. They might not have all the answers, but they're speaking out.
Go for it.
Here.
Yeah.
Greetings are to reform the campaign finance reform, change that. A true shared sacrifice. Wealth gets wealthy, poor gets poorer. Inequality of justice. Just because you have a shitload of money doesn't mean that you have the rights to have the defense of lawyers that you can get away with murder.
Right.
And the end of the revolving door. Politicians come in and out the door and come out the other door.
Great.
Pretty much my grievances right there. In a nutshell.
Cool, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Greed has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Wall Street greed has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Wall Street greed has got to go.
To a new generation of Americans,
I must put the interests of America first. People have got to know whether or not their president's a crook. Well, I'm not a crook.
I'm an American.
The United States of America is the genius of the world.
I'm a product of America, youth psychotic from narcotics, born consumers of STDs, yeah I got it. A victim of a media machine, violence and lust, top to bottom ingredient between. I'm a menace with big dreams, and no morals to stop me from none. I gotta get mine, that's why I went and caught me a gun. Police would put me in a cage if they could lock me in one. These dudes would kill me out of jealousy, they pop me and run. Shit, I'm bloodthirsty too, we were raised with foul ways. It's in everything we watch and listen to nowadays. And the younger kids are way more depraved, with hunger for beef. Some are running around the neighborhood crazed. Land of the free, home of the brave. My world is a morgue. One day I lay alone in the grave. Still my dome is enslaved in the haze of the power I crave. I can't help it, this is how I was raised.
My synergy's a conspiracy. I hit the scene like spinning guillotines. Villains creep through your village deep while idiots sleep. I'm awake, dominate, annihilate. I violate, obliterate, incinerate, exterminate. I'm an American. Murder, hate, violence, and war. Tyrants galore, riots and more. Violent uproar, the rise of the poor. We monitor all. Everybody sign at the door. So walk out now, when you may never survive it all. We murder capitals, turn hometowns to homicides. TNT, 1080 kind of lines. My take on society is beyond the fabrications that they prophesize. Colonized through modern lies, economize and sodomize. Humanity every day, vanity straight, gravity kick, holding your sanity weight. This is not an exercise, this is real life. Salvage your fate, contaminated planet of hate. The children sing a passage of faith. Lavish taste was the trait of Alexander the Great. Savage grace gravitate to mathematics of space, like Dr. Malachi. When the hidden cameras invade, it's shafted and played like the others these cannibals ate.
I'm an American.
I need a blow job for the pizza. I'm
an American.
I need a blow job for the pizza. Blow job for the pizza.
I'm an American.
I need a blow job for the pizza.
I'm an American.
I need a blow job for the pizza.
Hey yo, my gluttonous nature is imperialistic. I'm completely irrational, I'm unrealistic. Got the right to talk shit, got the right to bear arms. I bring disease, I bring famine with some guns and some bombs. Got my 4-horse squad, my lightning rod. Men of beef with the devil, not fight for God. I'm from the Highland clans, I'm on some stolen lands. The crown jewel in the new world order plans. Get your quarter cam, place your order, ma'am. Step up right this way to the slaughter lamb. While every one of your freedoms got emancipated, you just surfed on the net, you masturbated.
We're gonna walk down right here that way.